Greetings and welcome to another edition of STL Soccer Talk, the video edition. I'm Tom Timmermann, beat writer for the Post-Dispatch for St. Louis City SC, joined by Beth O'Malley. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, here's a surprising and unexpected development. City SC played to a tie last week.
I've never heard of that before.
My goodness, it's tie number 6.
It's
I
not
like the complete set.
It's not a good number.
No, it's not. And I guess it's better than if those were 6 losses, but they're not 6 wins or in any fraction thereof. If two of them have become wins, the Western Conference standings would look very different. Mm-hmm. Right now, it's hard to say anything other than City SC is every bit as good as many teams in the Western Conference.
Which is the silver lining on this. The rest of the conference is right there with them, not necessarily in the number of ties, but at least in they're having the same type of season. It's hit or miss.
It has been that kind of season in the Western Conference where teams are winning and losing all the time. City's 6 ties are the most I would say by far, they're the most by one mm-hmm. in the Western Conference or in the league. There are teams with 5. They still are one of the few teams that's lost 1 game or less. I mean, which is good, but ultimately the ties are not going to be what moves you up in the standings.
Exactly.
It's another case. It looked a lot like the previous game. They had a lot of chances. They did a lot of offense there. That looked great. But this time the difference was, they only allowed 3 shots on goal, but they were all pretty good chances and they all went in.
They were all very good chances and all went in. Yeah, Berkey had no saves again, but this time it was 3 goals. Just difficult to put a finger on a player or a tactic that the team needs to do differently. You and I have talked about how there are moments and City gives up these moments and the other team is able to capitalize on them and score. Mm-hmm. And City, unfortunately, is not able to do the same to the teams that they are facing.
Yeah, there are just those moments defensively where they have to be better.
Right.
And it's not necessarily the last part. It's you roll it back a little bit. That's where the mistake happens. And as to whether it's back line not keeping a player in an offside position or allowing him to make a run or making the proper outlet pass to get the play going. And so it's things like that are putting him in problems. And Berkey has saved him in some cases, but he can't save him in every case. And that was the case on Saturday in Kansas City.
Yep.
Still, but the rivalry is going great.
The rivalry is going really well.
I mean, to talk about a game that was good for the rivalry. I mean, because it's a physical nature, and I would say both teams are going at it, but really City was going at it and taking it to Sporting Kansas City to their advantage.
If you were going to look at who outmuscled the other team, I think City took that award.
Yes. If there was an arm wrestling competition, it was won by City on this time, but it was really a shoulder wrestling.
It was a shoulder wrestling competition. I think Klaus was the winner.
Yeah, and Klaus right now, this is what team's been waiting for, mm-hmm. and what the fan base has been waiting for all year is for Klaus to get in that groove, and I think he is in that groove right now. He has a goal and an assist on Saturday, and obviously makes things happen, involved in both of the first 2 goals. He's playing the way City needs him to play.
Which is a good thing because Samuel Adeniran is still benched.
Is still nowhere to be seen on the practice field. We'll see when they resume practice on Wednesday as to whether he's back or what his situation is, and whether or not Edward Leuven is back as well. And it's that they've done this. I mean, Leuven obviously a very key player on this team, and he's now missed I think it's 6 games. And that's always a tough. When he got hurt, it was like he was going to miss 4, and now he's missed 6 because there's a complication with his hamstring and with an illness in the family that he's got to attend to. So they're still getting results in that. They're just not getting wins.
Right, and hopefully Leuven and his family situation will soon be sorted out, and he will return to the field. Yes. We all hope for the best for that.
Yes, to have that back and him back and back on the field going. They're off this week. They have their first off week since the season began. Mm-hmm. So this is a good chance for everyone to kind of catch a breath. The team's took some extra days off. Enough time the players could get out of town and have a mini vacation if they want, or just hang around the house. But City Park's still active. They're changing the field. They're taking out the old field, putting in a new one. So there'll be new grass when City returns in 2 weeks because they're on the road the week after.
Let's blame all the previous ties on the grass.
On the grass,
and
yeah.
they will come back refreshed.
With a new grass and a new, and I would say a new outlook, but a new results, a
Yes,
new set
new
of new
results.
formal results. So anyway, until then, for Beth, I'm Tom. Support local journalism. Subscribe. More about this on our podcast, STL Soccer Talk, available wherever podcasts can be found and downloaded, and everything else you'd want to do to a podcast. Until next week, for Beth, I'm Tom, and for Jerry behind the camera, be seeing you.